and welcome to another episode of Majken Maskar. My name is Maria and I am recording this from south of Sweden. You can find me on Instagram as Majken Maskar or here on YouTube as Majken Maskar. I have an account on Ravelry as well, but I'm not that active. I would like though to start being active, to actually save my projects, and if I have changed something or modified something, just to know what I have done till next time I want to do the same. Because I imagine that I will remember, but I don't. And I write some things under my pictures on Instagram, but not everything. So I think Ravelry could be a really good place to actually gather everything. And I hope you are all doing okay during these circumstances. I am, and my family are doing okay, so that's good for now. But if we start with what I am wearing, I am actually wearing my Siri cardigan. Sorry. A pattern from a Swedish girl called Linnea Öhman. And it has been made in so many different beautiful colors and different yarns and everything. I have made mine in this yarn, Lore, from the fiber company. And I bought it in a small store here in Sweden called Elk Market Yarn, and I know that she ships yarn. I don't know to which countries, but I know that she ships overseas at least. And this, I am a bit sensitive to that yarn can actually scratch, or you know, but this doesn't. It's lamb's wool. And I can actually wear a t-shirt underneath, which is fantastic. So I love it, and I love that it's, do you say semi-solid? Yeah, that it's not one solid color. And I just saw that she, at Elk Market Yarn, Lotta who's having that she got some new colors, a white and two gray ones. And I really would love to do this sweater in gray. So I think the lightest gray of those two would be perfect for that. For this sweater, I made it in medium. I blocked it quite hard up here. When I knitted it, I knitted it in the round, and I sticked it, so I added 7 stitches. You don't say stitches, do you? Yeah, nevertheless, I added 7 extra in the middle, so I could actually cut there. But when I started to knit underneath the pattern, it started to just grow, so it turned really big. So then I frogged it, and then I changed the size of the needle to a smaller one. Did I do something else? No, I changed the size of the needle to a smaller one, and I think that really made it so much better, and I love the fit now. If I would do another one, then I think I would do the yoke part, the upper part in large, because I knitted really hard, and even though I could block it out, I think a large one perhaps, yeah, I could have also a bit looser fit cardigan. So I think I would do the upper part in large, and then I wouldn't do because here you add 2 just between the tip of the V, and I think I would just not add those two, and then perhaps also again go down in needle size just to get the perfect fit. But this one I think is super. I made these parts and also the button bands and the neckline longer than in the pattern, and I think it's super. I made them as long as I wanted them to be, and I really love it. I know that there is, at least in Swedish, no, I think it's in English. I don't know, but I know that there is a like an extra additional thing to the pattern that a Swedish knitter has done with short rows in the back, just to get the neckline up a bit. I didn't do that on this one because I thought the pattern in itself was interesting enough. So I thought that if I needed to, or if I wanted to have it higher up, then I could do, I found one way of doing it in the ribbing, and I think it's called Japanese short row in ribbing 1x1. I have seen one video on YouTube, at least, on that one. I didn't do it on this one though, because I did the neckline just higher, and it made the perfect fit, so I didn't need to. But if I wanted to do that on the next one, I think that is something I would consider, to do it in the ribbing. That was this sweater. I haven't added buttons. I bought buttons that were like wooden or cocoa nutshell lace buttons, but I haven't sewn them on because they weren't the perfect match. I think I would like to have this, you know, shimmery, yeah, shimmery buttons, just like tone in tone. I haven't found those yet though, and I don't think it's needed. You don't see the buttonholes that much, and yeah, I think it's fine as it is right now. So let's see if I find buttons later. Something else that I have finished is actually this one. Let's start with this one. So this is a Cumulus blouse, and this one is the same, a Cumulus blouse from Petit Knit. This one is made in Sannes silk mohair, it's called, and this one, it has a bit of wool in it. This one is made from a yarn that I have bought from a Swedish indie dyer called Stick och Spin, and the yarn is called Dagdrömmar, daydreams, and it's only kid mohair and silk, and it's so super soft, and it's a dream. And I really love this design. I think it's a super fun design, and I think that the I-cords just make it happen at the end of the sleeves and in the bottom of the sweater, and also in the neckline. I however have some hips, so I think that the I-cord could be a bit tight at the bottom. I have though I think it says like you should stitch two or three and then stitch two together. I made several in between, but I think it's a bit tight anyway. So on the next one, because I will for sure do more, I might try to not decrease anything, but just do the I-cord. And I have read for some that then if they do like that, then the I-cord kind of sticks out. But I think that I pull it hard enough so that it wouldn't. So I think I will try that actually. But it's like a golden, yeah, fluff. It's so super soft and super nice. So that one I finished, and I can really recommend the pattern as well. I think it's super fun, beginner friendly, I would say. Quite beginner friendly at least. You start knitting it like this. So you knit it front and back until here, and then you put it together and then you knit it round and round and round. So super fun and super nice yarn. I think it's 72% kid silk, no, kid mohair and 28 silk in this one. So it's, yeah, super soft and nice. And then the other thing I have finished is this one, which actually is a test knit for a Norwegian girl. I haven't, called Julie here on Instagram, and this top is called Lyon top, and she has done several. She just released a pattern with a thinner ribbing, and this one is made in 2 strands of Sandnes line. Do you say linen or flax yarn? And I think I used needle 8 for this one, and then I felt that my hands were aching, so I changed to the 7. I don't see where I changed, so it didn't matter, but it was better for my hands. So the one, she has this one with 2 strands of the yarn, and then she has another one with 1 strand of the yarn, and the one with 1 strand she just released. I think she released it yesterday, perhaps. And she also is has a child, a children. A children one. Out for test knitting, so that will also come soon. And I think that she's doing some t-shirts as well, short sleeved ones in this, and it's super nice. I love the this yarn because it's a bit heavy, and you know, yeah, it's super nice in the summer. So I think this will be very nice with a summer skirt. And it is very similar to Nordic summer top, but it's in this ribbing instead. And I love the details, that it's like almost like a braid in the edges. So super nice. And this yarn I actually got from an Instagram follower, Ilbatting. And she had this yarn at home, and she said, oh, I will not use it because I don't find anything where I could use it. So if anyone wants it, just let me know, and you just have to pay the what it costs to ship. And I was actually looking for a blue, exactly this, the blue one. So I contacted her, and she said, yes, of course. You can have it. So I got this, but I got so much, so it actually is enough for another project as well. So right now I am doing this, a t-shirt. It's called, in Swedish it's called Mammas Gullvinge top, and it's from Victoria Snellman. I'm not sure, I should have checked. Because I know she has her patterns in other languages as well. I will write it here, what it's called in English. And it has like this nice things on the arms here, so I will add that. And I made it in large, but I went down in needle size because I wanted it to be a bit, yeah, not so see-through. And on the picture it's quite tight and short, and I will make it a bit looser and longer because that's how I like it. And on this one I actually tried the Japanese short row in 1x1 ribbing, and you can see here on the back side here I have this stitch marker, and on the front, so here is where I have actually turned and gone back, and I don't think it shows. So I'm not super happy with this this ribbing because I think it's too loose. So when I'm done with the length of the shirt, then I will actually frog this part and I will redo it, but that's no problem. So I think this one will be super nice in the summer as well. So that is what I am doing right now. Yeah, and since last time I've actually sewn a bit as well. So I made these project bags from old jeans, or old jeans from the family, and then I have a small heart here with an M on the other side. It was super fun. I haven't used my sewing machine for so long, but now I did, and yeah, so much fun. So let's see if there will be some more, perhaps. We have quite a few jeans that have holes on their knees or something like that. So perhaps. Let's see, I'm looking at my notes, what I am doing. Yeah, so now I actually don't have anything more like finished projects to show, but I would like to show some yarn that I have bought, because it wasn't last weekend, it was a weekend, yeah, weekend a couple of weeks ago. It was supposed to be this the first time Stockholm Yarn Festival, but then due to the circumstances and the coronavirus, it had to cancel as everything else. So then I felt that I would like to support the small yarn shops and indie dyers here in Sweden. So then I looked around, and I am following quite a few on Instagram, and they are so super skilled. So now I'm going to show you what I bought. And this is a wool yarn from Libsticka, is her Instagram account. Adur, it's called. So it's from Swedish sheep, and it's super nice. It's like raspberry color, and I think this will be turned into either a Copenhagen cardigan or a Felix cardigan. I have been wanting to knit a Copenhagen cardigan for so long, so it feels like this will be it. I think it would be super nice in this color. And when I got the yarn, I also got this stitch mark that she makes herself. It's like snippmarkör, we say in Swedish. It's like the female. Yeah. And it's kind of nice to have in the in your project, showing where you are. Then I bought this yarn also from a Swedish dyer, and she also has she does really nice patterns for gloves and hats and shawls, I think. Lullul, Jenny Penny is also Lullul by Jenny Penny, I think her Instagram is. I will write it here. And I just saw these and I just couldn't help myself. I had to buy them. And if I was one of those persons that knitted socks, then this would be super in socks. But I'm not. I'm trying to be that person that knits socks, but I'm not there yet. So after a bit thinking, I think that I will add one strand of mohair, and then I will turn these ones into the Oslo hat. I haven't made one. I think I might be the last person on the planet that hasn't made one, but then I'm thinking, since people that are knitting socks usually have like a bigger project and then the sock project, so they can just bring with them wherever they go. But now I'm thinking that I might be an Oslo hat lady. So I will do Oslo hats, and those will be my like sock projects. So I will be able to bring them everywhere. So that's the thinking with those. Then I also bought this from Flora Yarns. Super nice. I mean, the color is, it's like some dusty rose, yeah, super nice. So this color is called Smara, and I think that this will also be a Oslo hat. Very nice. And then we have a girl in Sweden called that has a brand called Hand Dyed Design, and she just started up her business just like a couple of weeks before Corona came. And I have been looking at her yarns for a while, and it's so, yeah, she really has an eye for this. So I bought these two, merino and silk mohair, also for an Oslo hat. And they are so, I mean, this one, it has like super small rust speckles, and it's so super nice. So this one is called Silver Blue, and this one is called Fade. And the other week she had this one on her Instagram, and she said, I don't know what to name it. Could you please help me? And then I said, it looks like, oh, now I don't know the English word. Daggkåpa. It looks exactly like daggkåpa. We say it in Swedish. It's like this green that collects the rain water. And I will put it here. What's the name is? And then she took it, so I have actually named a yarn. And she said, oh, I will you don't have to pay any shipping if you would like to order something as a thanks to helping me out with the name. So I thought, well, of course I have to buy the one that I named. And then I bought a white one. So this is non-treated merino, Highland Dream it's called, and I think this will be a pair of super nice mittens actually. And at the same time I thought, she was just about to do a shop update, and I had seen these ones on her Instagram, and it's just my color. I couldn't yeah, I just had to buy them. It's called Shiny Green, and it's also kid silk mohair, and it's very, very shiny green. It's super, super nice. So I bought those 4 and thought, yeah, they might turn out to be a Cumulus blouse. But then when I saw it, I mean, it's basically the same, so that's not, I don't think I will do that. But I have a favorite sweater that I have bought. It's not knitted, but it's in a super, super nice green. It has a bit of a higher neckline, a bit of balloon arms, and I am trying to, I have found a few patterns that is very, very similar, and I really would like to knit one because I love the design and I love the color. So I asked a small yarn shop in the south of Sweden called Henriettas if she could, if she had some yarn that would be the same color. And of course it's really, really hard when you, I sent a picture of the sweater, and then she sent me some, some different ones to choose from, and then I chose these ones. So it's Filcolana, it's Arvetta, and it's Tilia, and it's called, 279. It's the color code. And when I got them, it's super, super nice, but I think this is a bit lighter, a bit more apple-ish, apple, a bit more like an apple. But then when I got these as well, I thought, aha, this could be like a super combo. So I actually think that this could turn into that type of sweater, like a balloonish type of sweater. I just have to calculate a bit, so I know that this yarn will be enough. But that is all, and I feel so rich and so poor at the same time. No, I think that was one of my mom's. Unfortunately, she's not with us today, but she's the big reason why I started knitting and handicrafts, everything that I do. And one of her sayings always was, you can never have too much yarn. And she really liked this supporting small businesses, and she was a very, very good-hearted woman. So that's how I feel. And it was her birthday just a couple of weeks ago, and that was when I bought this yarn actually. So it feels really good to buy some yarn, support small businesses, and thank you, Mom. But that was it. I don't think I have anything more to share actually. So I hope that you will get some knitting time, and that you will be fine and your families will be fine until next time I'll talk to you. So, and if you like it, please subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram. So see you soon. Bye.